Welcome to the testing world. So till now in JIRA we have seen we can perform project management. So project management means we have seen we can add user stories, we can define epic, version, also we can report bug, so it's a bug reporting tool as well. Now I will explain one of the most important plugin. The plugin name is Zephyr. It's Zephyr. That's a very important plugin for software testing point of view. Before installing this plugin, I'll tell you what is the requirement of this. If I say I'm working as a software tester and I want to write my test cases. So as of now, either we are writing test cases on Excel or maybe any other tool. But here in JIRA, we can write test cases by using this plugin. Also, if I say you need to create a test plan or you want to create a test cycle, means in the current cycle what all the test case we need to execute, in the next cycle what all test case you need to execute, and then make a traceability between them, means you can link test case with the cycle, you can link cycle with the test plan. So these software testing related activities like create a test plan, test cases, test cycles can be done by using this Zephyr plugin. But it's a paid plugin which you can by taking the license of it. I'll show you how we can install this plugin for trial, then we will see how we can use this plugin. And as I told you, it's a very good plugin for testing point of view. Okay, let's move to, so here, first of all, what is Zephyr plugin? It's a plugin for the test management. JIRA is a project management tool, but inside the project management, we have a concept of test management. For test management, we are going to use this plugin. Okay, here we can create test plan, we can create test cases, we can create test cycles. Also, we can set traceability metrics. I'll show you how. So first of all, I'll show you how we can install trial version and generate trial license. Okay, for that I'm moving to JIRA and you must have admin rights for this. So I'm just going settings and then manage apps. As I told you, you need admin rights. I'm just putting my admin password over here. Okay, now I'm here on administrator section and I'm going to manage apps. Okay, what you need? I need Zephyr. So just enter. As you type, enter, or you can click on the search button. It shows this plugin. Okay, I'll just go for free trial. So as of now, if you can see, you are not getting this free trial button. Even on rest of the plugins, we are getting that. We are not getting just because I have already taken the free trial of it. Means I have already installed it. Once you click on the free trial, it will start installing Zephyr test management for JIRA. So it will take some time and then we will generate trial license. So let it install first. Yeah, so it shows it is installed but not licensed. You want to get license? Yes. So as of now, I'm going to take trial license for it. Once the installation is complete, it will automatically generate a trial license. But if you don't get the trial license, just restart your JIRA which you have set up on the local machine. So I'll just stop this server, which is JIRA server. Once stopped, I'll go and start this JIRA server again. So that is stopped. I'm just starting JIRA server. Once stop, I'm starting the JIRA server again. And we know how to stop and start JIRA server. Let it complete, then I'll show you. Now I have restarted that and log in again. Once you logged in again, you started to get this test section. As you go here on the test, it shows no project selected. Okay, how we can select it? Just go there on manage apps again. There is a Zephyr scale. Here you can select like for which project you want to enable this plugin. So I'm enabling this plugin for all the projects that I'm having right now. Now go back to the test again, and you can notice we started to get this option. So if you try to create a new test case, as you click on the new, we are getting this option. Means yes, the plugin is set up. One thing I want to update, after installing this plugin, it will ask for trial license. You just need to click apply trial license. But if it does not install that license, restart JIRA, go to manage apps, and here on the Zephyr, then try to install the license again. Means then try to click on free license, install it. So means if it is not installing in the first attempt, just do it again. So here we have seen how we can set up this plugin. Now I'll show you how we can use it. But before using it, I'm sure you are aware about this plugin is used for test management. So here we can write test cases, we can create test plan, we can create test cycle, and we can also set traceability metrics. So I'll show you one by one. Okay, let's move to. So these are the tasks we are going to perform. First, we will create folder, subfolder, and then we will start writing test cases. So in this session, I'll cover up first two. First, I'll move to the folders and then subfolder. Okay, let's move to JIRA. Here on JIRA, I'm on a dashboard, but you can select the project which you have created previously. So hope you remember previously we have started a project with the name Finance Management System, which is FIN. It's a key. And hope you remember there we have release, there we have backlog that we have prepared previously. Okay, now I want to start my testing process. So I would say we want to go for test management. So for that test management, we have to go to this test. But if you are not getting this option, means Zephyr plugin is not enable for your project. So if you want to enable it, just go there in the manage apps. It's an administrative task, so we need to give admin password. And here we have a Zephyr scale. Just go over there and make it on for a particular project. So if you can check it for finance management system, I make it on. Okay. Now I take an example. You have that project, you already have the project, and you enable this plugin for this project. So now as I click on the test, we are on the test window. So here on the test window, you are going to get few tabs. One for creating test cases, test plan, cycle, and report. I'll start writing test first. I'll start working on the test first. So when we are working on the test, by using this section, we can create test cases. But we don't create test cases directly. First of all, folder, we will do our folder structure. How we can do it? Okay, I'll just come here, new folder. Okay, what is the folder name you want to give? So I'm giving like FMS test cases. You can give any name. So I just created a parent folder. Now we will maintain our subfolder structure. So let's take an example. In this folder, I want to create a subfolder. So we will create a folder and subfolder according to the different modules or the components we are having. So you can take it. This folder is for all test cases. Inside this folder, I'll create a subfolder. So I just click on this, add subfolder. So as you go to the add subfolder, here you can give like, I'm saying smoke test case. That is one subfolder. I'll go one more subfolder for login functionality. Means we are going to write login functionality test cases in this folder. In the same way, you can create any number of subfolder like registration test cases. So you can maintain any number of subfolder. Okay, there are few options which we have to check. One is add subfolder. We already seen. You can delete subfolder. You can rename subfolder. So if you can check it, my second subfolder, I want to rename it. So I'll just go to the rename and I'll just remove this single quote from here. It was added by mistake and want to make it space in between. So that is done, means I have just rename it. So that is my functional test cases, or I want to rename this main folder. So I can say rename, that's my FMS functional test cases. In the same way, you want to create performance test case, or maybe you want to create security test case. So you can create further folders, like I'll create new folder, and that is performance test cases, and then you can maintain your subfolder inside it. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you, that's my parent folder, that's subfolder. Inside the subfolder, you can further go to the subfolder, means this you can maintain a hierarchy over here. So if I say smoke test cases, and here I'm writing functional, and I'm creating one more like GUI. So here in the smoke test cases subfolder, we have further subfolders. So whenever we are going for test case writing here in JIRA, we are making our folder structure. So here we have seen how we will start writing, or how we will go to this test section and start doing preparation for test cases. So previously we have seen how we can start writing test cases, means first of all we have created folder and subfolder. Now I'll show you how we can write test cases. For that, I'll just go there in JIRA, and which folder you want to use for writing the test case. So I want to write test cases for this login functionality. So I'll just go there on the login functionality, and here you have the option to create test case. Either you can select it from here, or you can just select this folder, and there is a new option. So as you click on the new, you will get a form for writing the test case. So as we come on this form, here we need to fill all these details. Okay, so here in the name, you need to give the test case name. Normally we give test case name. We have the different standards to write test case name. You can give it like TC001 login functionality. So I'm just giving my module name, valid credentials. Okay, that is my test case name. Okay, now we will come to the objective. Here in the objective, you need to give complete description and steps, also expected result. So these three sections, these three details, we need to put over here. Okay, I'm taking example, you are already working as a manual tester and you are aware about different sections of the test case. So if you are not aware about different section of the test case, at the end of this course, I'm adding test case related videos. So you can simply go to that section and understand what is test case, how to write test cases, and then write the same test cases over here. So here, first of all, we are giving the name of the test case, then we need to give the description of the test case, steps to perform, and then we can write expected result. So these are the section. As of now, I've just given the header of the section. You need to write details, which you can write it over here. So that is your objective. Now precondition, that is important. So if you have any precondition of your test case, so let's take an example. You want browser cache and history to be clear, should be clear. So you want browser cache and history to be clear before running this test case. So you can write it as a precondition. Okay, now we have few drop downs. One is the priority. You can define the priority of this test case, high priority, low priority, medium priority. You can do it. You can select it over here. As of now, I'm just keeping it same. If there is modules, or I'll say component defined in the JIRA, you can select them. As of now, it's not required because we are maintaining our folder structure. Owner, who is writing the test case, estimated time you can give, how much time this will take to execute. So if you are aware about it is going to take 10 minutes to execute this test case, that's fine. Or you can leave it if you are not aware about this. Label, again, that is not mandatory, but it's useful. You can maintain labeling for such process, but as of now I'm not doing this. So here, this detail section is prepared. Means I have one test case with details. Even we have many other sections which I'll explain you. But as of now, this is first test case. This is the first basic test case which we have created here in JIRA. I'll just click on save and back. So one test case is created. You can check it. There is a ID generated for this test case. Okay, I'll just go back. So one test case is reflected over here. One thing, as of now it shows draft. I'll explain you what does it mean. Previously we have created one test case with basic set of details. Now I'll show you, I'll create one more test case with more details. So again I'll go to the same folder, I'll click on new, and now again a new form is open. I'm going to write a test case, so just giving the name like TC002 login functionality with invalid data. So that is my second test case. Okay. Here we are aware about precondition, means what all the things you are required to be done before executing the test case, that will come under the precondition. Now here in the objective we can define only description. Previously I told you we can define description, we can define steps to perform, also your expected results. But now here we will define only our description here in the objective section. Means what is the objective of this test case? In this test case we will check login functionality with invalid user. So whatever the description you want to give for a test case, you can give it over here. Once you set this, again you can set the priority, you can set component, honor, estimated time. One thing come here is the status. So status means what is the current status of the test case. So there are two type of process we follow. One process is that once I create the test case, that is final, that will be directly used by the software tester. It could be me, it could be somebody else. So in that case, you'll just go and set the status approved, means I have created and approved it. Approved means it's a final test case. Other option is that once I create the test case, I'll keep it draft only. Now once I complete the test case, somebody else in my team or my lead, whoever want, will review this test case. Once they reviewed, only after that they will approve it. So there are two kind of process. In one process I'm writing test case and that directly approving it, means yes, it's final, nobody else is going to review it. But in other process there is somebody in the team who is going to review and then approve. So it's up to you. You can keep it draft or you can keep it approved as per the process you are following in your company. Okay, so I take an example, you filled all these details. Now I'll move to the test script. Okay, as you move to the test script, here you will get a tabular format. Actually here we need to write steps to perform and their expected result. So let's take an example. I'm here in the test script. I'll just come here, go to login page. That is my first test step. And what is the expected result of it? Login page should open. That's my first step. Okay, now I'll create one more step. Now I'll create one more step. So add step. Second step is enter username. And what username you want to enter? So you can put it here in the test data. As I told you, if you're not aware about how to write test cases, you can check the last section where I'm explaining the test cases, how to write test cases. So that section is not mandatory for everyone, but if you are new to the software testing, then you can check it. There I have explained a lot of best practices as well, so you can follow them. Okay, test data means I want somebody will enter hello as a username. Okay, once it is done, I want to create one more option is that you can click on the add step or you can just clone it. So as you clone, it will just make the copy of the current step. You can make changes like, okay, then I'll enter password and you want to enter password which is hello123. Now for these two steps there is no expected result, so I'm not putting any expected result. In the same way you can write all of your test steps. Once your test step is done, just simply save it. So we have a test case with 3 steps, and now in front of each step there is a test data and expected result. As you can see, there are some more options we are getting, like add step we already seen, clone we already seen. If you want to attach a file to a particular step, so you can simply click on the attach file and you can do it. But as of now, I don't want to attach. Also, if you written this step but that's wrong, you want to delete it, you can simply click on the delete, it will delete. Also, if you want to change the order of it, like I want to put this step on the place of second, so just go here, move up. So now enter password is coming first, then enter username. So in this session we have seen how we can write detailed test cases, like we are writing detailed test steps with the test data and expected result. And there in the detail section here in objective we'll put only description, because now we took expected result, steps to perform and test data here in the next page. We have many more tabs. I'll explain attachment now. So once you write this test case, you want to attach some related documents. So you can just simply go here on the attachments, select file, whatever the file you want to select. So let's take an example. I want to select this file. It will reflect over here. In the same way, you can attach any number of files over here. So we have seen what is detail, what is test script. Also we have seen attachment. I'll show you execution and traceability in coming sections. Then I'll come to the comments. Here in the comments you can put additional data, either you or somebody else. So previously I told you it might be possible you are writing test cases and you are giving it for review. Now your team lead will do review and put comment here. So this comment section is required once the test case is created and you want to put additional details. So that can be done here in the comments. History, we need not to do anything. It will just maintain the history over here. So whoever is going to make changes in this test case, history will be maintained for it. So now we have seen details, test script, attachment, comments and history. I'll just save it, go back. So now second test case is also created. That is in the draft format. Okay, if you want to edit it, I'll just click on this. It is open and now on the place of draft, I want to make it approved. Just save it. Once you save, just go and check history. It will be maintained. Like now on this date and time, it is changed from draft to approved. Go back. Now this is still draft and other one is approved. Okay, why we are maintaining this status? You can take it like this test case is approved means now you can use this test case in your testing process. And this draft means this test case is still under development. Tester will complete it. A software tester will complete it, and only after that we can use it for the software testing. Here in this session we have seen how we can write test cases with detailed information. That's all we have for this session. Thanks for watching this video.